right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Code A round of 32. We are 2 matches down. We got 2 matches to go for this evening broadcast. I am Moltrap. With me here is Wolf, not Doa. Casted with Doa this morning.
Doa will be here tomorrow.
Doa will be back here tomorrow. And we have seen some exciting games today, all day, man.
Yeah.
All day, non-stop action.
And it's
awesome.
not over yet.
Not even over yet.
We've got Sniper versus Curious coming up here at ZVZ. We had Sniper, I believe, take out Sase last season, so he was able to stay
I think so.
in Code A. And, of course, now he's playing against Curious.
Yep,
Pretty
Curious.
good Zerg player.
Qualifying up through the Code A qualifiers. And we actually casted some of his games, I believe. I kept calling him... No, we casted Sirius's games, and I kept calling Sirius Curious. Or Curious... Yeah.
If you want to watch some good ZVZ, actually, watch Lucky Foyu, a.k.a. FXO Lucky, in the Team League against Curious. That ZVZ, Lucky was actually winning that game, and Curious made an awesome comeback. He's shown his ZVZ is really awesome. So here's Sniper, someone that you guys haven't seen a lot of. He knocked out Sase and then lost in the round of 16, and he's didn't make it to the up and down matches, but stayed in Code A. Start calling the round of 16 like the Code A purgatory or something. You're just like, well, I guess I just have to wait and try next time.
Yeah, that's basically what it is too. You don't really...
You make it to the safe zone,
you don't really
but you're not
get
out.
anything. Yeah, it's just getting to the safe zone, so you're in the next time, but you don't get the shot at the up and down matches at all.
And his opponent is in the hiding.
In a minute.
I'm kind of curious to see what he's up to over there in that other booth. There he is.
There he is.
Startail Curious. This guy has shown some awesome ZVZ. Also, he's done quite well in the late game in ZVZ. He shows some really good decision making. Obviously, just requalified this season. He's been around a while. Always plays in the Team League for Startail. He's played quite a few times, and you guys will know Startail is using their old logo here, not the new logo. The coach actually had decided that the new logo had gotten so much bad press.
Oh, really?
Back. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
like the new logo better, man.
Really, that's weird.
It is kind of weird, but
it's weird that you like that.
I really did like it better. I don't know. It was cute. I thought it was cute, personally. Anyway, but I guess they're going with the old logo again, and that's too bad, but that's the way things go. Now here's an interesting thing for you. Out of his last 9 games, Curious has won 9 of them. He's actually on a fantastic winning streak right now. He is beating lots of good players. Beating players in the GSTL left and right. Beating players in, like the iCup tournament, that kind of thing. He's just really on a roll.
Well, here's a look at our maps. You've got Dual Sight, Crossfire, Zelnaga Fortress. Those are, of course, sets 1, 2, and 3. Of course, Zelnaga Fortress may not be required if Curious's win streak continues. I haven't really seen any ZVZ from Sniper. I don't really know exactly how good his ZVZ is, but coming up against Curious, it's not going to be easy. I think Curious, even though it's first time qualifying Yuri's in the round of 32, we haven't seen him yet. Recently, of course, in Code A, I think he's definitely the favorite.
Yeah, I would say so. Curious actually qualified before, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Season 4, and he was knocked out in the round of 32 by Yu-Gi-Oh! By another Zerg player. So does not have good luck against other Zergs in the round of 32, but we're going to find out here in just a moment on Dual Sight who's going to come out victorious in game number 1. All right, over here at the right-hand side of the map, playing amidst the lava and the flames and the smoke and the steam is
MVP Sniper.
Yellow Zerg. There he is. Doesn't look too confident at the moment, and here is his opponent. He gets to stop and smell the flowers and pet the sheep.
Startail Curious.
Startail Curious.
know what they say about curiosity?
It killed the Scanipede?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's exactly what you were gonna say. I knew it.
Gotta watch out about the Scanipede. You click on it too many times. You get really curious. You're like, I wonder if anything changed since I last clicked on. You keep clicking on it. Bad things might happen to Scanipede.
Does it actually happen in StarCraft 2?
Yeah, if you click on a critter repeatedly, it will spontaneously
It'll explode. I knew that happened in StarCraft 1. I actually hadn't tried it in StarCraft 2 yet.
Yeah, it does actually occur. You know, I think that should actually be changed in a balance patch. I think Scanipede should be respected. Scanipede should be the ones that can withstand the clicking.
That would make sense.
They have a hardened shell.
Now, by the way, I was talking about how Curious was knocked out by a Zerg before. Well, last season, Sniper beat Sase in the round of 32, like you mentioned, and then he was actually 2-0'd by Czech, another Zerg player, in the round of 16. So neither of these players have shown themselves to be very terribly strong in Zerg versus Zerg.
Yeah, at least not in Code A.
Well, true.
Well, Sniper went for Hatch first. Obviously, Curious went for a Gas first, almost looking like he's doing pretty much a stereotypical speedling expand. You don't always see that in ZVZ, but you do see it every now and then. So Sniper's build obviously a little bit more risky. But when the hatchery does finish, he's going to have a lot more production than Curious. So it's going to force Curious to go Banelings to be able to defend against possible Ling aggression from Sniper. So Sniper is kind of trying to be the boss here. But when Zergling's speed is finished for Curious, he's going to lose that power. And Curious is going to be able to run circles around. So both these players taking somewhat of a risk. It's going to kind of, with their limited knowledge right now, it's going to be a while before they start deciding what's going to go on. Curious has just now gained vision of the hatchery. He knows it's a hatch first now.
Yeah, and Sniper actually doesn't see his Overlord there. Not that it matters, but Curious can make decisions with more information than Sniper can. Although Sniper is probably going to get vision of the new hatchery by Curious as well.
Curious is going immediately for his own hatchery. Hasn't even put his drones back on the gas yet. Nice.
That Zergling. Gonna corner another Zergling. 2 free Zergling kills. That's a pretty big deal, actually, when you have very few Zerglings. Instead of having even Zerglings, Curious has the advantage.
He's going to do it again. Going to catch a queen, actually. This is huge if he can get this queen. That will really affect the injects. Luckily, though, smartly, Sniper decides to hit his inject before he loses the queen. But Zergling speed is done now for Curious, where it is not done for Sniper. Yeah, and actually he's made another round of Speedlings. Both players making Baneling nests now because that's just how it goes. I don't know what else to say, man. That's how it goes.
Yeah, it really is common. You kind of need those, and hold that thought. Some Zerglings coming in. He's trying to block the ramp, though, with his own queen of Zerglings. His Zerglings not holding the ramp very well, though. And they get a little bit surrounded by Curious's Zerglings. He's going to get a surround on that queen. The queen might go down. The queen is going to go down, and now he has complete control. He's going to trap some more Zerglings there.
Zergling speed just now finishing for Sniper, so he's no longer going to have that advantage over his opponent. 2 Banelings being morphed right now for Sniper at the top of his base just to stop Ling run bys. He's probably going to keep those at the top of his ramp so that if any Lings try to sneak in there, he's going to really regret that. And Curious morphing his own Banelings outside the base, in fact, morphing 5 in total. Morphing 2 at home just to be prepared for counterattacks.
Yeah, and that's why you see Zergs always get a couple Banelings, or get a Baneling nest is for that reason.
Whoa,
oh, it's dangerous.
Catches one of those Banelings.
Oh, if he can get a hit on... Whoa, Banelings chasing Banelings.
Well, that is crazy.
Whoa! That was crazy. Banelings taking him down.
Some drones.
Tries to finish him off with the Zerglings, but he's forced to run because he has less Zerglings.
But he does still have Banelings back at home to defend the counterattack, so he's actually droning right now. He's taken a 5-drone lead. He's actually making 6 more drones right now, so he's actually going to have a quite significant drone lead. He's actually running back, forcing Sniper back again. Curious is actually just controlling the pace of this game from the start.
And he's going to run those Zerglings in. I'm really surprised that Sniper didn't stop that from happening. Gets a scout in there. Doesn't really see much, but... And actually, right after the scouting Ling is killed, he puts down a Roach Warren.
Smart move. He wants to be the first one to go towards those roaches. It's kind of risky to throw the Roach Warren down, but you want to get your roach count up faster than your opponent. He senses there's a lull in the action, And actually, Curious puts up his Roach Warren almost immediately afterwards.
And
some
that
Banelings.
Sorry.
Some Banelings went off well there.
Yeah, I heard some Banelings go off, and I didn't know what happened, where they were.
Just killed a few Zerglings.
Okay. In general, though, Sniper's behind. He's just behind in supply by about 15 right now. And that he did lose, you know, a small pack of Zerglings. Oh! He almost snuck that that Baneling through the fog. Didn't quite work, though.
Right now, Curious actually, his Overlord's about to finish. I think he's going to pump out as many Roaches as he can afford here as soon as that finishes. Getting a few more Banelings just to be aggressive, sneaking them around. He's actually hiding them over at the possible third base location of Sniper. Sniper has no Spine Crawler, so if he can run those in and kill a bunch of drones, he'll get even further ahead in the worker count. Right now, it's Curious has 43 drones and just 29 for Sniper, and part of this was because of him losing those Queens early on. But hold that thought, here come a bunch of Banelings right now! The drones are being pulled!
And Zerglings supporting those Banelings.
But more Banelings getting into the main!
He's going to try and go for the main supply line.
He may go for these larvae instead of the drones. Decides to go for the drones, hitting so many drones!
He killed about 10 drones there, only at the loss of his Zerglings.
Yeah, right now the worker count, 43 for Curious, 25 for Sniper.
Wow. That is so huge, actually.
It doesn't end there, man. The Roach count is 13 for Curious to 4 of Sniper right now. 4 more just popped out.
Oh, but Sniper has 9 lings to Curious's 8, so he has an advantage in 1 unit count.
Well,
yeah,
Curious
Sniper's actually screwed right now, unless Curious messes up.
Curious has just bullied him so much. He's killed the Queens, he's stopped injects, he was able to kill a pack of Zerglings, he was able to drone up at the right moments. This little Speedling counterattack could do a little bit of damage, but they're already...
Nope.
Curious has already kept enough Zerglings at home to where he'll be fine. He's sending his Roaches across the map, and in fact, none of the Overlords of Sniper were able to spot these Roaches. He doesn't even know these Roaches are coming.
Wow. Yeah, failed Overlord placement. He's now going to see them coming, but is it going to be time
He doesn't have any Roaches there. He's got 4 Roaches, a few more in the main. But with the Speedlings coming to help out, it's going to be very difficult for him to hold this. Curious, it looks like he's just going to barrel through here. Start microing his Roaches forward. The Speedlings helping out as well.
Oh, wow. So much Roach fire going on, but Curious just has a few more Roaches, and
Sniper's +1 is about to finish, though. It's going to help him out, but I don't think he has enough. The drones are even coming out to fight. GG!
Yeah, I was going to say, tragically, the +1 was going to finish, you know, right after he needed it, basically. Curious got in there right before. If he'd waited 10 seconds for that attack, +1 would have finished and he would have had a big advantage. Well, he wouldn't have had a big advantage, but they would have been even despite him having less Roaches.
Yeah.
So Sniper would have been able to fend off a lot better. So, unfortunately, Curious attacking at just the wrong time for him. And takes the win on game number 1.
I gotta say, Curious played that game so right from the beginning.
Yeah.
He did something risky. He took a risk in making his own hatchery. Because if your opponent goes hatch first, doesn't really make any drones off of it, he has twice the production as you and makes a ton of Speedlings, and you don't have a Baneling nest immediately, you can just die. So he took a risk. He said, I'm going to get my hatchery up. And then he just controlled everything so much better than his opponent, and he controlled the game. He counterattacked. He killed the Queen. He always microed his Zerglings around the hatchery because, not coincidentally, the Queen popped out and got surrounded. He knew the Queen was being made. He didn't have a production tab hack, but he knew the timing. He's like, the Queen's going to pop out anytime now, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to kill it. Then he killed the other Queen, and it was like, well, now I don't have the production to keep up with this guy, so he had speed first. Then he knew he had speed first, so he controlled the game that way, droned up heavily, got way ahead in drones, and was just able to better macro than his opponent.
Yeah, and just playing beautifully, really good control, as you said. I mean, you know, trapping even those 2 Zerglings surrounding the egg as it was hatching. He killed 1 Zergling as it popped out. He trapped the other against the minerals. Suddenly he's got more Zerglings because he got 2 free kills.
Yeah, defender's advantage is gone.
Yeah, and all he had to do was just kind of press that advantage, especially getting speed first. So very smartly done, and got away with droning while he was putting on that pressure as well. Knew when to drone, knew when to build units instead, knew when to switch tech. Very nicely done.
Our next map is going to be Crossfire. And, you know, Sniper, he didn't play badly that game, but Curious just looked like he had total control. Look at how nonchalant Curious looks right now. He's chewing his gum.
Yeah.
He is just like, all right, let's get this over with. I want a 2-0. He looks really, really confident, and Sniper is really going to have to pull something out here play a lot better than he did last game to win on this map.
He's like, all right, chewing gum, kicking butt. Now I just got to take some names and go home. And we're going to find out if he is going to finish him off in game number 2 on Crossfire in just a moment here at the GSL Code A.